Denver 8 TV, your city, your source.
This is the Broadstone on 9th groundbreaking, and this has been a long time coming for Alliance. We've been working on this since the fall of 2011. Throughout the process, we've had a lot of support and cooperation from some key people, and I'll thank them here in a minute. But for those of you who don't know, this is going to be a 324 unit luxury apartment community. It's on a 6.25 acre parcel, which is 6.25 out of the 30 acre overall campus. We're so excited about this neighborhood and this community in general. Before we ever knew really what was going to happen on the remaining 23 acres. And so we see ourselves as just one piece of a really incredible puzzle that's coming together for the city and for the community. We're working with coordinating with Continuum and Frank Cannon, really pulling for them as they pull their plan together. And it's I think once this is all said and done, it's going to just be a really incredible project. So really want to thank the Bellevue Hale neighborhood and the other neighborhood groups who were participating in lots of community meetings, gave us a lot of feedback and input. So really couldn't have done this without their support and their input. There's a lot of fingerprints on this project, and it's made a difference. That kind of collaboration and effort by those involved has been spectacular. Also want to thank our team of consultants, Norris Designs, the landscape architect, Paul Bergner Architects, and Harris Coker Smith, as well as Trio Designs, our interior designer, which you haven't even seen that yet. Wait till you see the what the interiors are going to look like. Our capital partners on this and our lender who were on their way but were delayed by the airlines. And then finally, the city of Denver as well. They have been so supportive. This was, as you all know, not just our piece, but overall, there's been a lot of twists and turns in this project and how it's kind of come along. So we are just so pleased to be one of the first steps. Obviously, Trader Joe's was a huge win for this community. And before that, Snooze moving in here. They've provided some of the drinks and food here, as well as Leaf and Crumb and Steep. Some of the folks who have just committed to this neighborhood and just knew what the vision was, and we're excited about that. So they're here today. Please keep them on your radar. As this develops, they're going to continue to be a big influence over this community. And finally, to Mayor Hancock and his office, who did a lot of shepherding, as a lot of shepherding was required. So really want to say thanks. Mayor Hancock has been over in the Cherry Creek East neighborhood, where we have another community that we built. He's been at our holiday parties. He's been at the several different meetings over there. I have no idea how he when he ever actually gets home. He just is one community after the other. So and then Councilwoman Robb and Councilwoman Mary Beth Sussman. Councilwoman Sussman, you've just been a great supporter through this and also given us a lot of feedback. So thank you both. And with that, I will turn it over to Mayor Hancock, and thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So Rob just mentioned a word I forgot all about, home. What does that mean? You know what that means, guys? We don't see that too often anymore. Listen, there's one downside of what's happening here. First of all, now that with all the folks coming here, I have no idea when we will ever get into Snooze again. It's already tough to get in. First of all, let me say to everyone involved, Councilwoman Sussman, who is a good friend and just a tireless champion for her district, to Councilwoman Robb, one of our great venerable leaders of City Council, former president of the council, and the entire Denver City Council for their work in helping to approve this project with the tax increment financing, the role that Dura played, and of course to the as Andy stated, the neighborhood organizations here, Bellevue, Hale, and several other RNOs who played a critical role in helping this project to create a path forward and to get done. We all know the challenges in this site and all that's gone on. But they rise again, and the opportunity to create signature dynamic projects through good community engagement has occurred. And this Broadstone project is an example of what it happens when you properly engage a community and you have good conversations and you find the balance of sustainability, the balance of traversing bodies and automobiles, and that you try to lessen the impact of new growth opportunities for the community. And finally, to Alliance Residential Group for launching this incredible development project. Andy, you all just do phenomenal projects. And what you've done in Cherry Creek and what I know you're going to do here is an awesome opportunity and will be a great addition to this community. This is not just a groundbreaking. I got to tell you that in the words of that great philosopher by the name of Joe Biden, this is a big deal. For this community, as we have all wanted very badly to see this project develop. This is the first wave of what I know is going to be a phenomenal project as you work with the East-West partners and redevelop this CU Health Sciences Center. We are kicking off today the future and shaping this area for future generations that you and I may never meet, but we're going to see a dynamic, very energetic community grow from this. I want to say just a couple last things. You know, Denver is no stranger to infill projects. We have arguably would have become global signature infill projects in Stapleton and Lowry. We have been able to take acreage like this, even more so at Stapleton and Lowry, and create something that the world has come to Denver to see. And I have no doubt that we will continue to set the bar high as we build out this community here at 9th in Colorado. The other thing I want to say is that housing is so important to Denver right now. With the growth of our millennial population and even the baby boomers and those who are deciding to retire coming to our city at rates not seen anywhere else in this country. I got to tell you that we need to experience a more authentic commitment to housing, particularly in the central core of the city, because that's where they want to live, and they want to have a low impact when it comes to moving their bodies as opposed to just jumping into automobiles. And so this project is critically important to our efforts to try to fill that void and to provide an answer, a 324 unit answer to the housing challenge that we have in Denver. And then finally, to Alliance Residential, thank you for making this from a sustainability standpoint, a national green building standard and working towards certification. That's awesome, right? So not only are we trying to provide housing, we're providing sustainability. And so because we must not ever forget that this is not just an open project that you just come in and no one else lives around you. This is a thriving, sustainable community already here. And to fit in is important. And what you all have done is something we can all be very proud of. So thank you for the shovel. Thank you for longer lines at Snooze. But more importantly, thank you for this incredible, important project in the life of this community. Thank you all.
Hi, well, I'm Marvia Valdez, and I've been thriving in this community since 1969, and waiting the last 10-some years for something to happen right here, and I'm very, very happy and excited about what's happening. It's nice to know we're getting new neighbors. Bellevue Hale loves new neighbors. Some of us are getting on, and it's nice to have places that we might get onto that are in our own area, so we don't have to go too far. Also, this is the season for green building, new sprouts building up around and planting, and it's just nice to see this construction project sprouting. I like the marriage of a couple of cranes, and and cats. It's very exciting. I'd like to thank our city leaders. I think you're the best to work with, and we appreciate that. And I would like to say that this is the leading edge of what will be many exciting changes in our neighborhood in the very near future. Thank you.
All right, so we'll take our shovels and put them to work, and then and it looks like the sun came out just specifically for that.
All right, you're gonna do it on three?
1,
2, 3. All right.
Denver 8 TV. Your city, your source.